Hello my friend, Scott here representing Youth Potential. For you guys that have been following my work, you know that in the past I've taken overdoses, and I was thinking about it today. How did I go from being suicidal to wanting to be alive? So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to basically tell you guys exactly what I did in going from being suicidal to wanting to be alive, how I chose life, because it's an important turnaround. Going from being suicidal to wanting to be alive, that is a massive turnaround, and it takes time, it takes courage, it takes effort, it takes loads of people around you to help you. You know, it takes support, but also it takes knowledge. For people to be able to support you, it's hard for them to know what to say if they've not been through it themselves. Well, I don't know if I want to use the word fortunately, but I've been through suicide attempts, numerous suicide attempts, but now I'm at a stage where I'm content with my life. I'm going in the direction that I want my life to go into, but that's not been easy, and it's taken a long time. And I want to use those experiences, just as I always do, to help and support you guys, okay? So without further ado, let me share with you exactly what I did to turn my life around and go from being suicidal to choosing life, okay? And I really hope you guys can take a lot away from this, because I've done so many takes for this video and wanting to say the right thing. And yeah, and of course I want you to fucking live, okay? Okay, right, so the first thing I did was accept that I was struggling and open up to the right people. So for me, the right people were my mum and stepdad. I knew they were going to be supportive of me, and that they were going to help me. I didn't want to be depressed, because I'd not been like that for like 7 years. I hadn't self-harmed for 7 years. And I was struggling to accept it. But as soon as I did accept it, that I was struggling, that I was feeling depressed and all those kinds of things, that was when I could start to think, right, okay, this is me now. This is the state that I'm in. I need to talk about it. So spoke to my mum and stepdad, and they encouraged me to get help. And I didn't turn my nose up. I didn't resist any help. I said straight away, yep, I want to get help. I want to get back into therapy, and I'm going to see my doctor and start taking the medication that I used to be on, because I felt that helped me. So I went to the doctors, got myself back on the meds, started seeing a therapist. Also, I got myself signed off work, and I'm glad that I did. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my job. It paid good money, which I needed, but it was just so stressful. It wasn't the cause of my problems. No. Absolutely not. But I knew it was going to be a detriment to my stability. So I decided to take time off work. I was very lucky that my company, my boss mostly, was very, very supportive over this and just wanted to see me get better. I went into work and had regular meetings with him just to update him on how I'm doing, and he updated me on how the business was doing and stuff. So that was very helpful. Also, whilst I was off work, I spent a lot of time seeing the right people, and by the right people I mean positive and encouraging people, like friends, family, those kinds of things. I also went to a skills group, going back to getting professional help. I went to a skills group, which I got a referral from the community mental health team. They were able to get me on that, and that was really good. It was a group aimed at helping people with borderline personality disorder, like myself, and it was just sort of different coping mechanisms, like constructive ones, and that was really good. Also, while I was off, I made sure that I was busy. doing things. Like I went to lots of gigs with some friends of mine. I kept myself entertained playing video games. I did reading as well, learning about myself, and that was really important. And then I decided to go back to work. I had sort of 4 to 5 months off, and I couldn't take it any longer off. Not so much for financial reasons, but because I knew that it was getting to a stage where it wasn't actually doing more harm than good. So I'd be sitting at home. As much as I could keep myself busy from time to time, there were loads of times where I really struggled to manage my emotions, and I would dip. And I knew that if I went back to work, now was the right time to go back, start earning some more money, start interacting with more people, and putting my skills to use. Because I've been always been proud of my job, proud of what I do. And I needed to feel successful again. And speaking of success, before my relapse at the end of last year, I had a vision for where I wanted my life to go, and I was working towards it regularly. And when my partner and I split up at the time, for me, that vision was destroyed, but I managed to rebuild it and make adjustments to it. So one of the key things, in my opinion, for wanting to be alive and choosing life and just all round peace of mind and happiness in general, is knowing what you want to do with your life. I've always wanted to be a motivational speaker and author and a famous YouTube star or something along those lines. I kind of wanted to be like the next sort of like Tony Robbins of the mental health world, and that's what I want to do with my life. And working and rebuilding that vision that I had for my life, and being able to keep on taking little steps each day, not overdoing it, not stressing myself out, just making a little bit of progress each day. That has been a massive help in me turning around, going from being suicidal to wanting to choose to be alive. So, just to quickly summarise, I opened up about my feelings, accepted the fact that I was struggling, opened up to the right people, got myself professional help, multiple kinds. I took time off work. Whilst off of work, I spent time with the right sort of people, good friends and family. Kept myself busy, engaging in things that I enjoy, such as playing Pokemon Go, reading, watching films, writing, working on my book, and going for walks in nice places. That's something that I never used to really do. I never used to go out on my own just for a walk, but I found that was very therapeutic. And also working on my goal. So eventually I went back to work, and instead of stopping all those things that I did to help me choose life, I kept them up, and I still do keep them up. I still see a therapist, I still take meds, still visit my doctor regularly. I have a care coordinator. I spend time with encouraging people a lot of the time. I struggle to relax, to be honest, but I'm able to do things that take my mind off of shit. I am able to offload my brain just a little bit. Playing right this moment, I'm playing Pokemon Yellow in anticipation for the remake on the Switch. I play a lot of Pokemon Go with my partner. Read, obviously make these videos. I'm on my Instagram account, and yeah, they're the things that I would definitely say that have helped me choose life. And I'm so glad that I've done all these things. Okay, it's not been easy, it's not been quick. My relapse was sort of this month a year ago, and it's been a fucking tough journey. You know, there've been some suicide attempts in that time. There's been plenty of self-harm. There's been arguments. There's been me being admitted as an inpatient a couple of times. I've had some privileges taken away from me. But despite all of that, I've done all these things. I've kept up with them. I've been able to repeat them. I've been persistent, and there's been a lot of me having to motivate myself in that as well. But that's all of those things have all led to me choosing life. Okay. Now I know everybody's got different lives, different backgrounds, different circumstances, different resources, but everyone is able to choose life. Okay, you're able to choose life. You can either live in the struggle and focus on all of that, or you can do all the things that you need to do to live a better life. Okay, I know 6 months ago, if you asked me, I would have told you I wanted to die. But if I'd have watched me talking to myself doing this video, I could start seeing the light. And I really hope, guys, that you start seeing the light soon. I hope that you can take away from this the things that I did, the steps that I took in order to choose life. Because life can be fucking brilliant. And I'm on a journey. I still struggle from time to time, but overall I want to live. And I'm glad I have that mindset now. And I hope you can find it too. Thank you. I wish you all the best.